Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Favor, and if today is the first day you are seeing my face, it means you haven't subscribed yet. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button so that each time I upload a new video you will be the first to be notified. For my returning subscribers, I say thank you very much for always coming to check what I've posted. I appreciate and I love you all. Okay guys, today's video is going to be about an important personality, somebody I cherish so much, somebody I've never met, my role model, somebody that I've learned a lot from her. She has just been like my book. Like each time I watch her talk, each time I listen to her videos, I listen to her messages, I'm so touched. And you know what, I just started I became so connected with her, and today in fact I've been helped. I'm working. In fact, I'm who I am today, spiritually, physically, is because of some of her messages and what she carries and what she actually. Okay guys, without wasting much of your time, today's video is going to be about what I actually learned from Pastor Mildred Kingsley Okonkwo. Like guys, I've learned a lot from this woman. I've learned a lot from this pastor. She's a woman of God, and since I started following her, I haven't regretted it. Instead, I've learned a lot, and it has helped me in my marriage, in my family. It has helped me a lot. So, guys, I just want to tell you some of the things I have learned from her since I started following her. It's been more than 3 years today. I started following her, you know, like really following her. All her updates, I get them, her notification whenever she's online, whenever she's live. I always watch. It's over 3 years I started following her, and I've learned a lot. I've been impacted. So I want to share some of this experience, some of these beautiful things I have learned from her. And somebody can be touched, somebody can equally be moved, and it can as well change your life as it has done to me. So guys, I'm just going to go deep into the video. The first thing I have learned from this woman is how to love God. At first, I didn't really know how to love God, how to cherish God, how to worship God, how to put God first. Yes, I was going to church, I was learning. I knew that God is an important somebody that is so great, somebody that is so powerful, somebody that does a lot of things to us or to mankind. But there is this way that this woman has made me to know who God really is. So I'm so happy, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so glad. I don't know how to express the happiness I have in me since I started watching her, and how I see God. She has actually opened my eyes to see who God really is. And because of her love for Christ, it has really changed her life in several ways, which are some of the things that I'm going to talk that I learned from her. And I'm sure it's because she loves God. She really puts God first. That is why some of these things were positive in her side or on her side. So guys, the fact that she has really made me to know who God is and has encouraged me to love God more and to really have the rema of who God really is, I'm so happy and so overwhelmed. And that's why I say I can't keep quiet, but to let the world or to let everybody around me know that she has impacted my life so much as far as the love of God is concerned. Okay guys, the second thing that she has impacted my life with, or that I've learned from her, is how to love my in-laws. Like what? Ha! I can just imagine. I listened to her talk about her mother-in-law, and I was like, this woman, you can be very funny. And when she started, I was like, why could she do this? How could she be this kind of a woman? But I came to understand that really the love of God that I first of all mentioned has done a lot, has impacted her a lot. And she has made me understand that that passion, that love that you have for your husband is the love that you need to have for your in-laws as well. She was like, the kind of person she is and the kind of mother-in-law she made was really not that kind of person that she could move with her. But with the grace of God, and God spoke to her. God really spoke to her and asked her to go and read the book of Ruth, to understand that book very well. And after she read the book, she came to understand that what your husband's people are your people. That's if you love your husband, therefore you should love his people, especially your mother and your father-in-law. So guys, I really, really, really felt overwhelmed. Like each time she would talk about her in-laws, each time she would preach about how you need to live with your in-laws, what you should do to them, how you need to cherish them. I actually learned a lot, and it has made me, I'm now free to maybe treat them so well. I don't care what I do, even I know what I'm doing is correct. I don't care what I lose. I just feel like whatever I do to them, I'm doing it to myself. And that's the impression I never had at first. But right now, watching at this woman, following her, subscribing to her channel, following her on Instagram, watching on her live videos, it has really helped me a lot. And today I have a greater love. I have that, that sense of belonging to my in-laws, and I really see them like part of me. Because when I look at myself, I see that, but if I say I love this man, therefore I should love his parents, I should love his siblings just like I love him. It shouldn't be, the love shouldn't just be between us, and it is really working for me, and God is really helping me. See, I really don't know how to say it, but I don't need to talk much, but she has helped me greatly. I've learned a lot as far as loving your in-laws and keeping them is concerned. So I really want to give a thumbs up to her for doing that to me. So guys, that is what I have to say about just amazing that I've learned how to respect and love my husband. Like guys, at first, my husband is coming from a different home and I'm coming from a different home, and we are both humans, and there are things that we must not agree. And when I realized this, sometimes he will just say anything, I'll just be like, leave me alone, what's the problem? I'll just behaving a type. But immediately I started watching at this lady, I came to realize that no matter the fact that the man loves you so much, for you, you just feel like you can just talk to him anyhow, you can just behave anyhow. It doesn't work like that. So she made me understand that everything that can make marriage to work is in the Bible, and the Bible has made it clear. And she came back to say that the Bible talks of husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church, and you wife, respect. It means that it's just a love and respect that has to do in marriage. So as your husband loves you, don't take him for granted because he loves you. Respect him, and if he loves you, if you give him the respect, things are going to move smoothly. No matter the trials, no matter the temptations, you people are going to pull up well. It come to imagine, or come to think of the fact that your husband hurts you and you still give him that respect. The fact that he has hurt you don't retaliate. It actually sticks something in his mind, and the fact that you have just respected him, is going to make things rule or happen or be, it's going to make things pull on well. You understand? So I actually have learned a lot as far as that is concerned, because there are sometimes I'll be like, you are doing this to me. I'll just be like talking, but when I listen to her say that God visited her and said, because I gave you my son, you just want to behave like that, you just want to do anything. I was like, oh God. And she really, when I say she has made me to love Christ and all of these things, if you really don't love God, you cannot put all of these things into practice, because there are times that God will be talking to you and you will not know that God is talking to you. So she made me to believe that there are times that God will be warning you, and you feel like, since you have not heard a voice that, my daughter, what you are doing is wrong, you will not know that God is talking to you. You might be doing something wrong, and something is telling you what you are doing like that is not correct. Yeah, the way you're treating your husband is not correct. And actually, I've learned that, and that has actually impacted my life. It has actually helped me in my marriage. It has helped my husband and I a lot. I believe that even my husband will have a lot to say as far as she's concerned, as far as her husband is concerned. In fact, the family So guys, I'm so glad, I'm so overwhelmed for that, because she has actually helped me a lot to grow in my marriage. I remember since I got married, I've learned a lot from her. And before I even got married, there are a lot of things I did not know. I didn't know. I just got into marriage like that, and I was doing so many things. I'll just be getting angry anyhow. I'll just be doing my own things the way I want to do. But since I started following her, I just say that God brought her to me. I've never met her. We have never talked even on phone, but I'm so connected to her such that I just believe in her so much, and God is helping me through her. Okay, guys, the last thing I'm going to say in this video is that she has helped me to learn. I've learned how to endure. Yeah, I've learned how to endure since I started watching her channel. Like, when I look at her, do you know, a woman without a child, like you are in a marriage and you have no kids, yet you still serve God, yet you still behave like there is no problem, you don't have anything that is bothering you, you are moving on with your life, you are moving on with God, you're still serving God correctly. I was so marveled, I was so touched when I heard that she actually stayed for 8 years without any child. But you know what? She used the years to still serve God. She could still believe in God. She knew that God is her financing, and one day God is going to give her own child. But today, many of us, who can do that? If you stay even a year or two before a child, everybody will know your problem. Everybody will know, you carry it on your head. You'll be crying here and there. You just be like, God, you have forsaken me. But I'm just so encouraged when when I notice that she has been that woman that has been with God. I used to hear her once in a while. I would just hear her talk. I'll listen to maybe a short clips of hers, and I'll be like, yeah, this woman is speaking sense. Wow, what she says is correct. But I was not really into social media at that time. But since she's one of the people that made me to become a fan of YouTube, because I had to follow her up until I made sure that I have gotten to the root where I can always get her messages. So I was so touched. And when she started telling us her story of how she came from a comfortable home, and you know what, she got married to a man who wasn't rich like where she came from, but she had to endure, she had to persevere. I keep moving on. I feel like, oh God, I have a stand. I feel like I'm complete. I feel like I can still serve God. I can still live my normal and perfect life without anything, or without something that I feel that is necessary. But all I believe is that God has a financing, and one day God is going to change my life. God is going to change somebody. So I've learned to endure. I've learned to persevere in any condition which I am. Yes. So when I look at all of these things that she went through, and she could still stand, she could still serve God, I see that no, her own, the grace that she has for God, the love that she has for God, is not to be compared with any other thing, you know. So actually, it's really hard for you to see some girls today. You get married to a man who is not well to do, or is not rich, or as rich as you thought. You become a tyrant, you become nagging and all of that. But she has taught us a lot. Yeah. She even made mention of how she used to be with her husband, and one day she was using a kind of cooker, a gas cooker, or it was a stove to cook, and everything just flashed on her face. All of that. There are some people be like, what kind of madness is this? I can't continue with this. But she could endure, she could persevere with her husband, and you see where they are today. They are comfortable, everything is working well for them. So I just want to celebrate God for meeting this woman. I just want to thank God for making me come in contact, in fact, come to know where I can always get her messages, and I'm looking forward one day to meet her. I mean, I have that plan to meet her. I don't care if if I'm going to meet her in Nigeria, but I have the belief deep in me. Something is telling me that I will meet her someday, because I love her so much, and I will really want to meet her. And by the grace of God, I'm sure God is going to make it possible for me to meet her one-on-one. But notwithstanding, even if I don't meet her like now, I'm still impacted. her impact is her messages still have a lot to do with me. Each time I hear her talk, I just listen to her voice. So, oh, this is that woman that reminds me each time that I need to be a woman of God, that I need to love my in-laws, that I need to love my husband, I need to respect my husband, and I need to be a wife who can endure, a wife who can persevere, and all of that. What more do I need to learn? What more do I need to know? So, guys, please, if you haven't been following this woman, if you didn't know about her, or you watched just one of her clips that was just about fun, you didn't know what she carries, you didn't know how far she can go, or you didn't know what she can really do to impact you, I urge you, I call upon you to go check on her channel, follow her on Instagram. She does great work, she impacts so many lives. So, guys, that is just what I wanted to say, and I'm very happy to share what I have learned from her. That's not all I've learned so many things. She has changed my life in several ways. There are a lot of things that I've learned from her, but these are just the ones that the ones that have really made me, or they have helped me to move along. Yeah, I really can't tell you that I have a problem, because I believe God knows it. I believe God maketh a way where there seemeth to be no way. And I believe that no matter the condition I am going through, no matter what I'm going through, God is still there and He's still saying something. So when I look at her, I'm encouraged. When I look at her, I'm healed. When I look at her, I feel complete. So I just want to praise God for having a means, or being connected to her anytime I want to be connected, because in all her platforms, I'm always there to connect. She's always online, she's always live on Instagram at 3 o'clock during the day, and she's always live on Instagram still at 11 p.m. So always try to check on her, and you also enjoy what I'm enjoying today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and please, whatever you think about her, or if you want more information about her, let me get from the comment section, or you can still follow me on Instagram at Ngole Jene Favor. Thanks very much. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs